Welcome back, everyone, to Ready, Set, Sold. I'm your host, Bryan Vogt. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. And more importantly, a fantastic Saturday. Thanks so much for joining us today. I left you with the last segment talking about, and this is really big. I understand it has some humor to it to folks, but picking up after Fido in the backyard is a must. And I don't care the size of the dog. Of course, you have the Great Danes and the bigger dogs. It's kind of a given that people are going to do it. But yes, those little chihuahuas and those little poodles, they have to go also. And I just heard a story actually this week. An agent was talking about how the buyers walked in this house, beautiful house, loved the house. They went out to the backyard. They loved the backyard. Things were going great. They all three walked in, and it wasn't until they hit the steps going upstairs that they realized that they had doggy doo-doo. All three of them had it on their shoes. And it was on the new carpeting that was in the living room. It was now on the new carpeting on the steps. It was now in the kitchen floor that happened to be new also. That's not a good thing. Okay. First off, the buyers are mortified. Okay. No one wants that to happen to the seller. I mean, no one wants to intentionally do that. I've never seen that happen. That's not something they want to do. So, and to top it off, in this situation, it didn't happen that often, but in this situation, there was another showing that was to be scheduled in the next half an hour. So this was just a calamity of situations that by simply making sure that you pick up after Fido, can solve that. Again, there's humor to it, but the trouble is that it gets real serious when something like that happens. And just so you know, for whatever reason, neither one of those buyers put an offer on that particular house. So again, it can have an effect on buyers' perception. Understanding perception is reality in real estate. That's how buyers look at things. They're always going by perception. They don't know what they don't know. First time they've been in your house. So when things go wrong, many times that can lead to no offer, and it's the exact opposite of what sellers want to have happen. So again, a good rule of thumb, believe it or not, I've seen companies on Facebook that actually go out and will clean your yard. If you haven't done that, if time is of the essence. And then if you take your dog out to walks or out to parks or down the street, most of us now have gotten in the habit of having those bags with us. We've seen sellers that, do the same thing. When Fido goes out or Fidos go out, afterwards they go out and just stay on top of it, do it on a daily basis, do it as a routine. Some sellers think that by telling people that they have dogs, that buyers will, basically beware. It's a good thought, but a couple of things that happen. Number one, you don't really want them to be watching every step like it is a landmine that they're going to be walking on. You want them to really enjoy your backyard, the things you've done to it. But secondly, sometimes they get so excited about the yard, they don't even think about it. So again, if you want to avoid those situations, make sure that you're cleaning up after Fido. It's funny, but it's also pretty serious when bad things happen. The other part, too, is this is more inside, but again, litter boxes. Okay, litter boxes, you can put them in utility rooms. You can put them in the garage. It's even better for showings. You really want to try to get them out. And if you don't, for two reasons. Number one, not everyone's a cat person. Okay, not everybody's a pet person, but there tends to be more people that maybe aren't cat people, so it's always best to kind of out of sight, out of mind. But the other reason is again, that litter box is what they're using to go to the bathroom. And we've had situations where just recently, an agent was telling me that they walked into a house and the stench of urine, but it was really more of an ammonia, apparently, with cats. The buyers walked in, smelt that, and walked right back out. So again, not only with your dogs, but also with your cats, again, get into the habit of a daily situation, of doing it on a daily basis, of making sure that litter box is in good shape and making sure that backyard or the front yard or the side yard, wherever your dogs go, because you know how dogs are, they'll do it wherever, whether you want them to or not. Again, it's somewhat funny, but on the same token, it's also pretty serious that you want to make sure that's taken care of. Our next segment, we'll be talking, as I mentioned earlier, about, it's usually why it's better to maintain rather than replace decks, patios, things of that nature. We'll be going in more detail about that. Hey, if you haven't done it already, do yourself a favor. Get the book, Ready, Set, Sold, 12 Proven Steps to Get Your House Sold for Top Dollar and Fast in the Metro East. Get it today. It's free, no strings attached. Go to readysetsold.org, not.com, and get it. Hey, after the break, we will be talking about decks and patios.